As a lover, that's fine. Like, there's certain things that are fine. Some things I find they're not masculine when you get them done. Like when they get fake pecs put in.
Oh
I'm not
God, really?
This is all new for
like
me, bro.
biceps that
Fuck.
are moving.
I've seen the bicep
Have you
thing.
seen
I've
that?
seen that.
Oh
I've
Have you
seen
seen
that.
that?
I've never seen any of
Not in
that.
the flesh, not live in the flesh, but I've seen it on like
Yeah,
TV.
I've seen
It's
it
a
on
bit
TV.
mad.
For me, it's just it's really
We're not talking, guys. We're not talking bodge jobs. We're not talking bodge jobs. We're saying if
okay.
you get a
They're not
decent
bodged.
job done,
It
is the
looks
fact
good.
that surgery has happened, is the fact that surgery has happened a problem?
Yeah, I'd tap that.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
you
I
tap.
hear
Well, would
you.
you keep it? Would you keep it?
Yeah. The reason why I don't want to keep it is because I want to know genetically what I'm giving to my children.
Okay,
real?
that's interesting. Really
For
fucking.
real?
Yeah, that's a really good point, you know. But you know what? As a man that is bald, who didn't think they would be bald, and going through that journey, I empathize with a lot of men that are in that balding thing. Like, it's deep, you know.
It's deep. It is deep.
It's fucking deep, man. And if
But-
your head shaped like the purple chocolate in roses, like, you're fucked, you know? Like, the world's not going to be kind to you. The world, do you know what I mean?
I think
That was my worry.
I had the same concern.
I tried
definitely
everything.
had the same concern.
Holy
I didn't
water.
even. What, to make
Holy
it come
water.
back? Cold water, bro. I
No,
know.
yeah, no, holy water. Like,
Oh shit!
Because it started like, for me, it wasn't incremental. It was like Monday I had an afro, Tuesday I was on a crew cut. I'm like, whoa, what the fuck's happening
Like
here?
that.
The panic was a lot. Yeah, bro. Worrying for me. I tried everything, bro.
No, I kind of. Do you know what it was? I kind of saw mine coming. Like, I was just because I used to basically. I had a lot of hair, then I cut it all off, and I was just having really low shape ups, like just keeping it as close to bald as possible, but with hair. And I'm just shaping it up, and eventually I'm like, this shape up is looking different. Like the barber is not, the lineup is not looking exactly the same. It's looking a little bit further back, and then it's just gradually. And I was like, got to the point. I was like, no, take this off, man. This is
Dropping off.
Yeah, but
this is
see,
going
it's easy. I think it's easier for you. Like, if you've always had like a 1 or a 2, right?
No. I went from having cane rows and afro. Then I brought it down, and I think I had it for like. Yeah, I had long hair. I had it for time. Yeah, curtains.
I had curtains, like Indian boy
Yeah, that's
comb
gotta be
over
scary.
curtains, like Lego hair, Lego man hair, full snap on thing, and then that started going. Painful.
Oh, so it started going whilst you had your long hair.
Yeah, man. Once I had all of that, like, yeah.
That's.
But I'll tell you what. When I took it all off and realized that my head shape wasn't bad, like, the celebration was immense, man. I was like, thank you, God.
There's something about when you do it, when you go for it, because it takes a lot, bro. It takes a lot.
Yeah, it's a spiritual thing, you know. Trust me, bro. That acceptance.
But there's something about when you go for it, and then you can actually look at yourself, because you're almost not looking at you. You haven't seen this you, so you're looking at you, and you're kind of like, and there's certain angles. Sometimes it bangs, sometimes it doesn't. You're getting used to it, all of that kind of stuff. And I remember having this conversation with the missus, and the missus was just kind of like, I think I prefer you bald. And I was like,
you look good bald, man.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah, you
look
look
like,
good
I think
bald.
I prefer you bald. And I was like, I wonder if you're just saying that because you can see some shit
Yeah,
that I've
yeah.
been trying to keep quiet. That makes sense. Like, but then after a little, when I went to Colombia, perfect place. Nobody knew me. Like, first thing I did,
I remember we were talking.
First thing I did, and I was just, it was cool. And one thing I don't like though, if you're bald and you don't have any facial hair, man, for me,
that's like full Malteser,
I've never done it.
Yeah, it's peak. It's so peak.
Actual Malteser. It's off.
Do you know what else as well? Like, I feel like if you're bald, you're not afforded the opportunity to have a belly. I feel like you can't be bald. I feel like you can't be bald and fat.
Your uncle.
Yeah, exactly.
That's like two potatoes.
If you got a belly, your uncle, you can't have no hair.
Yeah.
You can't be bald and fat, man.
No.
You can't have the
That is
fridge
not a
at the
thing.
front.
That's not a thing. That is not a thing.
It's not. You can do it with a hairline. That's the thing. You can have you can have a dad bod with a hairline. You could be chubby, bruv. You could do whatever you want. But with your bald
That's funny,
and you don't have a beard and you're fat, bruv, it's a wrap.
It's not.
It's a
That
wrap.
is definitely not a thing, boy.
I've seen a type of guy that I don't want to look like. The type of bald guy that I don't want to be.
Yeah, it's so true, man.
For me, I literally had a picture taken of me and my sister when me and my fam like went to the beach, and this was after me being bald, but just chilling, living life, you know, drinking as I was, being inactive and all that. And I was just hugging her like a brotherly side hug. So like I didn't have like the best posture in the picture because I'm kind of half. Anyway, I saw this thing and I was like, nah. It's like, I don't know who that is, bruv, but hell no.
I've had a couple of those moments.
And I banged the gym so hard, boy. After that point,
get me some dumbbells, boy.
I was like, that is not me. I'm not here for that. That is dead. Dead. But and I used to think I was a spice at the time, bruv. I thought I was a spice.
Always the way. That's the worst. That's the worst way to find out.
Yeah.
It's the worst way to find out.
When you used to be a spice and then you recognize.
Yeah, boy. Because the thing is, there was when I was I mean, I've always been confident, but like when I first cut my hair like completely bald, because I was like a millimeter away from being bald prior, and I felt like it was a world of difference, but it really wasn't. But yeah, the confidence was already there. I was like, yeah, my head shape is legit, man. This is calm. But certain girls were like not showing me love, not because I was bald. They just weren't showing me love, and I was like, saw that picture. I was like, oh
shit. Okay.
That's why. We need to get this whole ship. The whole ship needs to get in order. Like,
it's true.
Just caring about the sales, but that's calm. The sales is calm. It's the ship, bro.
But you know what? I found that a lot of women tend to kind of gravitate. Like I was watching something the other day. I can't remember what it was, but it weren't provoked, and they were just kind of like they were talking about hair, and they were kind of like, oh, what kind of guys do you like? And then like 2 or 3 of them were just kind of like, I like bald guys, and then we had to ask kind of like, well, the person had to ask like bald intentionally or bald. I don't know why that made a difference. That makes sense, but like I'm finding that it's a thing. Like it's actually a thing. Like I didn't realize that it was a look, if that makes sense.
I think for black guys, for sure.
For me, I'm all about. I'm interested in genetics. What am I blending? So as long as I've got a picture, so I understand. Wow. That's cool.
Oh, so you want to see a picture of what the hair was saying before it went?
But what is the hair? What am I giving to my kids? Because I had a hard time when I was a kid, and I'm just trying not to give them a hard time.
So then, does the hair type matter?
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to ask. Is it the hair type, or is it the fact that they could be bald?
But if it's not, there has been some very, very sexy men that I've dated that don't have hair, and it's not been a thing. I don't think about it. But they did have a massive beard, like you were saying. It's a thing. It's a thing.
Okay,
Go on, Shay.
No. I had a question, but what was you gonna say?
I was gonna say the guy that you dated that was bald, yeah, abs or belly.
Damn, it's a belly, yo! It's a belly. She called him sexy. She called him sexy, yo.
Didn't get that far.
Oh, whatever.
You didn't get that far.
You know what it was. You know what it was.
Hold on. This girl dashed out of a strip club and she didn't get that far from the guy she was seeing.
That she thought was sexy. All right.
Okay, dash out.
It was definitely a belly, boy. If you don't know.
I'm a guy that's bald with a big belly. Yeah.
Yeah.
The thing is, also, some girls like dad bods. Some girls are more attracted to dad bods than they are, or semi-dad bods. You're a dad bod girl.
I am that girl. I love a fatty fat.
Okay.
A fatty fat.
All right.
Yeah, that's from Little Britain. Fatty fat.
I was like, damn. I mean, I don't watch that much TV, so some of that stuff will get missed on me.
Ruben, where are you at?
All right, so
with what? What's the question?
Dad bods. What you got?
The one night stand? Yeah. No, I like. In regard to are we talking about in regard to myself? No, man. I think I'm so particular. I'm so fucking particular with what I'm into and the standards that I hold for myself, that if I feel I'm even moving towards slipping on my standards, shit happens, and I just have to start systemizing things to get back to that level.
What do you mean? That's a bit cryptic.
You what? Sorry?
I don't understand what you mean by that.
So like, if I'm looking at myself and my fitness and my aesthetic, I'm always trying to keep it as best as possibly can, as I possibly can. It's a self-love thing, yeah. So I'm like, I'll just feel off. Like, I wouldn't even feel. There's times I've been seeing women, and if I don't feel physically up to par, I don't feel sexy. Like, when I'm in this scenario, I'm like, no, I'm not really feeling myself here. So, you know what I mean? I've got to go and sort myself out.
Many men, like, because I do date fats quite often. One guy.
Fatty, wait, what is half fat? Is a fatty fat? Are we talking like a sphere? Oh, yeah. Fatty fat, you know.
No, see, I think the first and the second fat actually negate. So then you only end up with the one fat.
Oh, right.
I think it's more of a chubby person. Right?
How big is this person?
Kind of like American Dad.
Like a who?
Oh shit.
American Dad.
Oh, like a what is his name? A Peter Griffin.
No, that's not
American Dad. Sorry.
Yeah.
Griffins.
That's cool. I thought
Peter Griffin.
I went Peter Griffin. Sorry,
Homer.
right.
Like Homer Simpson.
Yeah.
A beard, sexy, belly. She was dating.
Oh, couple lines. Couple.
Homer Simpson.
Really? So, as in, you don't mind that, or that's what you like?
No, I don't mind it. I tend to hone in on that though. If I see like a certain type of guy that has that body type as well. It's not like, for me though, I don't want someone that's always been fat. Like, you have to have a muscle. Like, for example, if all of you got fat, right? God forbid, because obviously you really hate that, so let's touch wood. But 10, 20 years down the line, if you put on fat, you still got a base of muscle there.
You know what? She's talking about that money fat. She's talking about that money fat. Them guys.
Yeah, I know what that means. Yeah. Like
they're the guys that got lift. Yeah. I'm with you. That's that money fat, bruv. That's that money fat. It's where it is, bruv. When you make a little change and whatnot, like, and then
you slow down your training regime.
Yeah. That makes sense.
That man I got
like Drake.
That's the money fat.
Yeah, like a Drake.
Drake's chubby chubs. He's cute. That's cute.
Yeah.
No, I'm like dad fat, like dad fat.
Well, you want a little bit more than Drake.
That's generally got, like, they're secure. They're bringing home the bacon. That's still money fat, man. From our point of view, if you got that kind of thing, your mind was normally on paper chasing, if that makes sense. Like, you put away that. You're still at the gym. You can still bang 50 press ups at one time or whatever, but it's not a cardio thing. We don't have time for that, bro. We're chasing money. Like, it's that kind of.
That's interesting. So Annie, do you find like slim guys less attractive or unattractive?
Well, so I'm not a slim girl. So I find if a man is physically narrower than I am, I find that unattractive.
Okay. Right.
When you say narrow, are you talking about the middle or the shoulders? Are you talking about
mainly
like broad?
Belly.
She likes the middle. Right. Annie likes the middle.
Okay.
Annie likes a wide middle.
Mad. Okay.
A wide middle, you know.
Mad. That's cool. Yeah. I love. Like, come on, you gotta have thickness. Gotta have thick frame.
I love it. Mad.
Solid.
I come from the hood.
I think I understand that.
I come from the hood, right? Where it's all about protection. It's about a man being strong.
I get that.
And so for me, if you are physically, you could be stronger than me. You could run circles. You could be like a MMA fighter. Like, just you could kill anyone. But mentally, from a primal instinct, if your body is smaller than mine, I feel like I'm the protector because I'm physically bigger than you, even though you're probably stronger than me.
That's different in Jamaica, though, isn't it?
Yeah, fully. It's different pretty much all over the Caribbean.
A lot of skinny men can lift up 10 times me. Do you know what I mean? Like, I do recognize that, but it's a mental thing. But what are you saying? Like, women like skinny men in Jamaica? Is that what you're saying?
A lot of them, yeah.
Yeah. It's always
like
smaller men
and bigger girls. Yeah.
Massive
Jamaica,
girls,
sure.
yeah.
Even in Africa, a lot of the time.
Well, yeah, I feel like the reasoning in Africa is, well, in West Africa anyway, is different though, because it's more of a money thing. It's like it's not a performance, but like if your woman is well kept, then she will be a bit weighty because you got money and she's fed, she's living the life, feet up, blah blah blah. So of course she ain't gonna be.
I feel that. What's the deal?
That represents security.
Yeah, that represents like a wealthy situation.
Right.
I like that.